dressed up and you ain't been on Sports Like Talk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up.
ASAP. Yeah, let's go. What it do, Dallas, Fort Worth, and all our surrounding communities. Kevin, we came in with the intro, but now it is time for Friday Night Lights. That's right. I guess Thursday Night Lights, as we have our first time ever crossover event. That's right. If you're watching this right now, first and foremost, I need you to throw hashtag T2D in the chat. Let us know you in the building. We going live, and this is unscripted, ladies and gentlemen, a crossover event. We're filming simultaneously right now, streaming on 2 different platforms, because you know why? We got to be different. You heard that? We got to be different. We got to do something new. We got to do something refreshing. Welcome to the show. This is the Earn Not Given preview. We're about to recap, or I guess, set up the stage for some amazing weekend of basketball. When you talk about basketball here in the DFW or in the state of Texas, period, you're talking about some of the most high-level basketball from all of these young ladies, and they're going to converge on the city from all over the country, getting buckets and building their brands. And I can tell you one thing, if you want to learn something about building your brand, this show has been brought to you by It's Just Different Podcast, featuring Ashley Robbins. Ashley, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm ready for some basketball. I'm ready for Earn Not Given. I feel like everybody's ready for Earn Not Given. That's like the livest event right before live period. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to be here with y'all, talk some basketball.
It's a handful of tournaments. I mean, and don't get me wrong, it feels like when at the end of April, it's right at the end of April, almost towards the end of March, it feels like we just every weekend we in the gym. It's like what tournament we going to, and this is one of those ones to where you kind of circle it. It's like you circle Christmas, and then you circle Earn Not Given, because you know that tournament got to come up, and it's going to be a live one, some of the dopest matchups. Some of these tantalizing matchups that we've looked forward to all AAU Soma is going down in the Mansfield Fieldhouse this weekend. Kev, you down there being quiet, man. I ain't used to you acting all reserved. You know what I'm talking about? What you got going on down there, man? What you doing?
I mean, you had to introduce Ashley first, and I figured eventually you're going to get to me. So, I mean...
My bad, y'all. The man who needs no introduction. Y'all know who he is. Hey, all facts, no cap. The head coach, KT. Kev, how you doing, man?
I'm feeling great, B. Jones. This is just different. I know we got Ashley on here, but earned. This is for bragging rights here in Texas. We know that it's a tune-up for the other circuits, but if you come and earn and do your thing, that's bragging rights here.
All right. So one thing I know we need tonight is we need a lot of audience participation. Look, we can sit on here and we can talk till our faces turn blue. For me, that'll be more like purple. But I tell you what, we could go, but it won't be no good if we ain't got y'all rocking with us. Triple D. We need everybody out there. I need the Lady Jess to show up. I need THS to show up. If you're playing this weekend, Sci-Fi, Pro Skills, I need all y'all in the chat so we can get this thing rocking. So make sure y'all taking y'all time right now. Send the link out. We're going to go slow. We're going to slow ride so we can build up and get everybody in here. But I think one thing we need to do is have us a topic or a tweet or whatever you want to call it for the people that are watching this. So my first question to the fans or to the people that's watching this, what player or team are they most excited to see play this weekend? I know I have my teams. Ash, I know we're going to talk about your teams here in a second. KT, we're going to talk about yours. But I want to know who the people that's watching this. As the numbers grow, as you come in, let us know what teams and what players that you are getting excited about for watching this weekend. And we're going to sound off on that. Do y'all think that we have a little, what we're going to do is we might let a couple of y'all come in and we might get some live interviews going on. But I know we got some coaches coming y'all way here this evening. We got some directors coming y'all way. From what I'm hearing, it might be some college programs drop in. This is about to be 90 90 minutes of pure fun, pure chaos. I'm excited. Y'all excited. Make sure y'all are following Ashley at It's Just Different. Ashley, what is your official hashtag? I mean, your official
username.
Username. Thank you.
It's just different, Todd.
It's just different. So if you watch a Sports Life Talk, if you part of our stream, y'all make sure y'all snatch over there, like her stuff. I'm telling you, it's super dope. She is growing like crazy, and she's doing things different. I hate to blow the pun up, but I mean, you're doing it in a total different way, and that's one of the things I respect. It's that authenticity. It's that authenticity we are looking for in our entertainment and in our content that we absorb, that we digest on a daily basis. And if you're watching It's Just Different, hey, show us some love. Life Talk. Make sure y'all are tagging us in and liking and going over there and following us over there on all our different social media platforms. Kevin, let's get this thing going, man. It's a lot of smoke around DFW. The temperature will probably be about 98 degrees on the outside of the gym, but it's probably going to be 400 degrees on the inside of the gym, man. Let's start this off. We did a draft. We actually did the draft last night, and we are going to air the second annual fantasy draft tomorrow night. So we got an opportunity to talk and discuss a lot of young ladies across the Metroplex, across the country, really, to be honest. But is there a player that come to mind just straight off the rip that you are super excited about seeing them do their thing this weekend, man? Is there anybody that comes to mind for you as we get ready this weekend?
B. Jones, I feel like we talk about the same kids because they're so dope. But I guess I got to continue with that. I'm going to go with I'm not going to give it away what pick I gave her, but Miss CeCe Holman. I love watching her play. I love watching her get to the cup. There's nothing that young lady can't do on the court, and I can't wait to see what she does this weekend.
You took mine. I was going to talk about CeCe.
Let's talk about CeCe. I don't think that let's just go round table. What do y'all think it is? And I'm gonna be real with y'all tonight. I'm moderating. I'm hosting. I'm just gonna run my mouth in a fun fashion. I'll throw some tidbits, but y'all two love basketball at a high level. Y'all have some amazing takes. I want to know, what about CeCe's game? Because at first, and for those of you who are watching this for the first time and y'all don't know Sports Life Talk, or if you're watching this, you don't know Ashley. First, I'll tell y'all right now, she has a basketball degree. That's right. She is a PhD in hoops. The young lady played Division I ball. She's a recruiting expert. She's coached. She does private coach. I'm just telling y'all, she is the who's who. Now, me, on the other hand, I'm totally opposite. I was born and raised in a football household. I was hoodwinked by this guy down below me in the going to my first WNBA game, and ever since then we dedicated our platform to the women's game. But I'm a baby. I only have about 4 or 5 years worth of knowledge of who was where and all of this stuff, and I love sitting there talking to the old heads and the people who've been around for a while, because they the ones that put me on game, and they kind of give me the history of where this thing has been. I only say that because you guys have a lot of optics and a lot of where things were to where they're going. Like, for example, Ash, you probably saw a bro, or you probably saw them when they was in the 8th grade. I didn't get that luxury. You saw a CeCe, so that was my long way of saying, what in the world has happened with CeCe? Like, where did this come from? I knew she was a dog. I knew she was good, but let me tell y'all something. Dog is an overused term, and CeCe has become an alpha. She has become a wolf. She out there eating dogs for breakfast. Ash, in your opinion, what's going on with CeCe?
I mean, I think it's just that at the end of the day, like, CeCe is a dog. She a competitor. Like, the game that I saw that I will not get away from was Heart of Texas, or they in P24, and CeCe put them on her back herself.
Yeah,
like, she's just a natural competitor. Like what you said, she's a dog, and I think that's what elevates her game. Like, when she step on the court, ain't nobody better than her. And I feel like at the end of the day, when you have a certain level of confidence, even if you lack in certain areas, that confidence kick, and you're unstoppable at the end of the day. And that's CeCe to me.
Well,
and then to speak of Heart of Texas, that's when she played against Mac Irvin Fire. She played against the J Kid team.
Game I'm talking about.
So she went against some dogs.
Yeah, speaking of that, was 2 5-stars. I mean, it was 5 stars all over the court. The thing that impressed me, I guess, in coming from that novice is how her teammates rally around her, though. It's like the speed of what CC was doing. It's like everybody around her look at it and say, hey, CC going, we gonna go. And then you saw Gigi. Now I'm up and Gigi is another one of those growers, one of those kids that I've seen like not just take steps, but I'm talking about she leveling up so much. But I think a lot of that is having that opportunity to play with a player like CC right there next to you. She see her doing it. She like, hey, I'm gonna do it. But I guess Gianna got sisters and everything. So it's she comes from a very competitive family. But y'all get what I'm saying. When you have a leader like that on the team, it only makes everybody around you that much better.
But here's what's crazy about that, B. Jones. I think that's a top 5 backcourt in the nation.
Yeah.
Oh, I would agree. I would wholeheartedly agree. I don't know what class Gigi is in. I think she's 26 though, isn't she?
She's 26.
I think Gigi is 26, but I think CC is 27.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
yeah, so that's an interesting combo. But I know for a fact, Gigi, congratulations on her. She just got that 52 ranking on the ESPNW top 100 players in the country. So shout out to her. She is officially a 4-star. Every bit of worth it. Could probably put in an argument to get her ranked even a little bit higher. You know what I'm talking about? So actually, you got somebody. Daryl Roberts is.
What's up, Daddy? That's my daddy. He's talking about Mikey Peavy got drafted.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Drafted. I don't know why this is like doing a double comments over here. I think it's because of what you said, KT. Because I'm like.
Oh yeah, you probably logged into both.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah.
Wait
a
minute,
man. We're gonna make sure they see your chat. We're gonna make sure it's seen, so we good.
Daryl, is some people really watching the second night of the draft? People watching
I know.
round 2, girl. Keep us posted, Daryl.
Right, because I didn't know people were still watching.
B. Jones. That's Mr. Roberts to you. She said it's a net.
Yeah, that's my bad. Mr. Roberts. Yeah, Mr. Roberts. Hey, let me know who the Pelicans get. That's what I want to know. I need y'all to put your L's up. I need to know who the Pelicans gonna get tonight. The Mavs, Kevin, y'all celebrate. The Mavs celebrated last night. We're not doing it. Mavs ain't been doing nothing but celebrate. Paige Beckers, Cooper Flag. Yeah. I'm tired of Dallas getting all the hoopers and all the hype.
I'm here to talk about earned. I don't know what you're talking about. You just charged me up for no reason.
Let's talk about some earned then. Well, let's talk about some earned, Kevin. Who you talked about CC. Who are some of the teams? Who are some of the teams? You know, Ashley, you did you want to have a player, Ashley? Did you want to have a player?
I was talking CC as well. Like I'm definitely excited to see CC. But I really want to talk teams as well. Can y'all actually start? I saw Avery, if I said that right, with ITL. Yeah. I think y'all watch a lot of them, and I don't think a lot of people talk about them like they should.
First and foremost, that is one of those teams that play around and find out. That's my nice way of saying it. Play around and find out. They can go. And quiet is kept. They got 2 girls on the team, 6'2", 6'3". They longer than what they look, and they scrappy. It's like somebody went and stole their toys or something, and now they mad at the world because they got it in for every single team they play against. And it's like it's gonna be a seesaw battle back and forth. Love watching them play. Love that coach. But that's one of them true teams. In the AAU circuit, a lot of these kids and most of all these AAU teams are comprised of kids who are coming from different schools, right? So they don't really get to play with each other until this one special time of the year. But I think ITL has something super special because they go to the ITL factory where they all train with each other. So we're talking about a group of kids who not only do they play with their high schools, but during those off nights, they in the lab training. That's what ITL stands for. If you're watching this, ITL in the lab. They are in the lab and they're working on their stuff as a unit and they training together. So they know each other very well. And it's a little bit of a hidden advantage because not only do they know kind of their teammates at a high level, but the communication is high. And they got
a high basketball IQ too, B. Jones. That's
very high basketball IQ, and they don't stop playing for each other though, KT. They don't quit because they know it's just not another age. This is like, hey, this is my second team, and so to speak. They feel like, hey, I got that team and I got this team, and I'm gonna put it all out. You know, hard head, hustle, all of that stuff. I'm gonna put it on for that for both of those teams.
Well, we
Now,
got a comment that I think Ashley, I think you can probably answer that. So we got a question from KJ. How can players get stars? What's the criteria?
If you okay, I don't know if you're talking like 4-star, 5-star.
Yeah, I think we're talking about 4-star and 5-star. Yes.
First of all, I'm gonna answer that, but I'm gonna say we shouldn't be worried about stars. That's gonna be my answer.
That is true.
You know, yeah, having a star by your name is great, but focus on getting better, focus on developing, and if someone wants to rank you, then great. Question specifically, go out there and show that you deserve a star. That's the criteria. Go out there, dominate, be one of the best players on your team, and show that you deserve a star. But I wouldn't focus on stars. I was not a 4-star, 5-star, and I graduated from the University of Texas. So that's my
you should have threw the hook 'em up when you did that one. You should just put that exclamation.
Look at my little broke.
Oh,
go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I'm curious to the science behind it. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to get seen. If you're looking for like the technical answers, you got to get seen by one of the evaluators. They are going to be at some of the major events. So in my mind, you need to be on a team that is going to be in an environment or atmosphere that is conducive to a lot of high level coaches. And I mean, P4 coaches coming to see kids, because that is where the evaluators are more than likely going to be. And then of course, if they get that opportunity, and then of course you got to be on a team that's getting minutes. And even if they playing against a team and they getting swacked, right? They getting beat up by 20 or 30. That young lady who's searching to get those stars can at least show what she's capable of doing and could possibly get some visibility. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a star, but by having a 20-point game, but at least now they'll at least be like, who was that? They'll probably look over like, who was that kid? Or, you'll look over, you'll see the evaluators looking through the book because they know everybody by heart. So when they start doing this here, they trying to figure something out because a curveball was thrown to them. So in my opinion, it's about being on the right team and putting yourself in a position to be on the biggest platforms possible. So if that means you going to play in the EYBL, that's what it means. If it means going and playing 3 stripes, I mean, I don't know. I think every circuit has its prime players, it has its 5-star players. So it just means at least being in those types of environments. So,
and that's the one thing that we do. We don't ever do rankings. We're going to tell you players that we like, because our goal is to get every athlete seen. So you got your evaluators out there. They do a great job at that too, because they have so many kids they got to rank. But here on our platforms, and it's just different. We're all about building, a positive platform and building our young athletes up. So we're not going to rank anybody. We will say, hey, we do like Cece, we like Savannah Hine, we like Avery, we like players like that. But as far as rankings, if you came here for rankings, then you're not going to get that.
Yeah.
Actually, you are, because I'm gonna talk about the number 1 player coming into the gym. No, I'm just I'm just messing with you. But I do have a player I want to talk about who is very highly ranked, who is coming off of her. I guess we could talk about a bunch of these kids who are coming off their Team USA performance. Yeah. Congratulations to Team USA. They went down and they brought that thing back, went undefeated. I don't even think anybody was close. Kevin sent me a text message one day, was like, they beat somebody by like 100. They beat somebody like 60. He was like, it's like watching a lioness play with her food or something like that. But that is going to be a Morgan Reckley. And
wait to watch her.
The fact that she's going to be in the building on Saturday doing her things with AEBL. And Kevin, you know what I thought about this earlier today, and I hope somebody out there that's watching this, y'all make sure y'all tag AEBL into this or somebody in there, because I was curious, is she still with AEBL? Because if so, then Momo? We missed her. No, Momo went to a different team. Momo went a different, because Momo was with AEBL, but she went to, I think Momo was on EYBL now. And AEBL went to P24. Yeah. So and Momo a dog too. That was one of the things that broke my heart, seeing Momo and Morgan's divide, because they raised hell
Yep,
on
over
that
at
three
Oklahoma.
SSB.
We saw him in Oklahoma. That was the first time we really got a chance to see.
Way. They were super cold. But no, the other one was I can't remember the young lady's name, but Morgan is her. And I'm gonna tell y'all who else is her. It's this kid out of Louisiana. And I remember seeing her play and do her thing, and I was wondering, who is that? And they were like, B. Jones, you don't know who that is? She represents the state of Louisiana. And so I got the opportunity to see her play then, and I've got to see the opportunity to her play a lot. So we got a special guest coming your way. We told y'all we got some people dropping by. That's right. One of the best players in the country. We got Shakai in the building.
What's up? What's up? How are y'all?
What up, Shakai?
We doing well. Yo, Shakai, can you turn your phone to the side? We want everybody to see that. There it is. Let's get that side thing.
Hey,
you gotta turn the lock off.
I can't. No, I don't think I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm on the phone.
Yeah, if you turn it, you can't. Oh, I guess it didn't.
You just gotta turn that lock off.
Yeah, if I turn it this way, it's still gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, turn the lock off.
You know how to turn your lock screen off?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say, y'all talk. That girl focused on getting 30 this weekend on every game. She ain't worried about all that other stuff.
So trying to.
Yes, no.
Oh, don't worry about it, Shakai. Don't worry about it. So, Shakai, you get the opportunity to come out here to Dallas. It seems like it's something in that water in Louisiana, and you bring that Bayou Magic to the DFW every time you come to the city because your performances here at did we lose them?
Nah,
your performances here in Mansfield have been one for the ages. How excited are you to be in this year's version of Earn Not Giving?
I'm excited. We play against a really good team, and we always play good teams that are not given. So I'm excited as always. I love playing in the Mansfield Fieldhouse, so it's always fun.
Now, I'm gonna give y'all the chance. I got a bunch of questions for, but I want Ash to get some in. And KT, y'all know I'm a ball hog, so I'll be on this thing all night talking. So y'all get y'all some in.
No, I was just gonna say because you've played in Earn every year, right? Freshman year, sophomore year. You played in Earn every year. For the most part.
Well, yeah, I played in Earn every year.
Yeah. So first of all, I'm big on just the last everything like coming like it's your last. This is your last Earn Not Giving.
Yeah.
How does that feel? Like,
I try not to think about it. It's like a bittersweet kind of thing, but like it's a good feeling and a bad feeling at the same time. It's my last year, so like next year around this time, I'm not gonna be doing this. So I mean, it's fun. I'm doing it with people I love, my teammates. So it's gonna be fun for sure.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead, Ash. Finish. I was gonna say we've seen your game, but for anyone who hadn't seen you play before, how would you describe your game to them?
I would say mainly I'm a shooter for Cy-Fair for sure. I play the right way. I kind of try to give my teammates good looks, and we play hard. Our new brand of basketball with this 17U team, we play hard defense, so we're gonna play hard, bring the energy. So I would say my game is like a shooter. I play with high IQ, so yeah.
Let me ask you this, because I'm gonna speak it real. I'm gonna be real. Everybody was sitting in their houses after y'all won that championship last year. After Cy-Fair brought that 17, and they was kissing their teeth. They were like, yeah, they gonna lose Aaliyah. They gonna lose all of these dogs, and we're gonna be able to go out there and pop Cy-Fair next year. And much to their chagrin, it hadn't played out that way. It seemed like anybody that come and get on that 94-foot mat with y'all are getting them work. Y'all, they catching them hands. What is up with this version of Cy-Fair 17U? It seemed like how do you level up on a championship?
I just feel like everybody doubted us. I mean, we lost 6 ESPN ranked players, so like that's hard to come back from. But I say we play a different brand of basketball than them. They're all very offense, and we're putting our hands on defense. So we're picking up 94 feet. Coach Bush's pressuring us to pick up the ball 94 feet, and just a lot of teams, they can't handle that. Like, we have 3-4 really good guards that pick up the ball 94 feet well. So it's hard for a point guard to handle that for 32 minutes. So, I mean, I feel like anybody we play against, it's a tough time for them to get the ball up the court. So
That's Louisiana. I'm just telling y'all, that girl ready for ESPN. She called. Hey, you been doing your PR training? They been working with you on the PR because you nice with it. You nice with it. Hey, she nice. Now, Shakai, I think everybody I would simply call going to a sci-fi practice a movie, because don't nobody produce as many McDonald's All-Americans, ESPN ranked players, Division I athletes like sci-fi. I mean, your games don't even start with y'all getting the gyms on Fridays and Saturday nights. You got something to prove, so that you step in the gym at a sci-fi practice. Which one of your teammates push you the hardest at practice, Shakai?
I would say we all push each other. Like, we're all guards, so I mean, I would say like Bro, Mariah, just the guards that are kind of my size. So we all kind of push each other well. It's very competitive practice. Like, we go against 16s, 15s. They're all very competitive. They all want to beat us as bad as any team in the country want to beat us. So
I'm gonna give y'all a yes or no question, and I'm gonna let you get another one in, Ashley. You talked about Mariah. You talked about Bro. Is there any team in the country that can put together a better guard tandem, a better backcourt than Sci-Fi? That's what I want to know, and I want y'all to come on here and talk to me about it. Wop, 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 wop. That's what I'm talking about. They gonna catch that work, ain't it, Shakai? I don't know what's going on with them.
No way. And I feel like we're proving it right now. Nobody's beat us yet, so.
No, well, I saw y'all got somebody said y'all got Mojef 17.
No, they don't.
We don't. We don't play Mojef 17.
That's what 50 Cent was.
We want to play Mojef 17, but I mean.
Okay, I think that's a heavyweight fight. I would. Who you guarding in that game? Who you picking up?
What game?
Y'all versus the imaginary Mojef game. Who you picking up in that game?
Anybody, it don't matter. I can't really think of who's on their team besides.
She like, I ain't worried about that roster. I ain't worried about that roster. Nah, that's what's up, Shakai. That's what's up. Ashley, do you have any other questions for her?
I'm just big on advice. That was gonna be my thing. What advice would you give to any young athletes as they navigate this journey?
I would say be the same person every day. Every time you walk in the gym, make sure you high energy, you stretch well, you kind of take care of your body. So be the same person every day. Try to have the same energy, go as hard as you can every day. So
I like it.
All right, Shakai, when can I get there? Where I want to play you in a one-on-one game to 5.
No, you don't.
We're gonna call it the battle of the Bayou, and this the deal though. I get 4 points, Shakai. You an All-American. You got to give me 4 points. You got to give me.
What y'all going to?
Okay.
5.
He's trying to go to 5, and he wants 4 points.
We're going to 5, and you start with 4.
I start with 4.
And I get ball first.
I can't get. If y'all ain't seen this young lady shoot, she can shoot the ball. That's what I'm saying. She can shoot the ball 6 feet, and then she just gonna run by me. I think the people out there will agree. I should at least get 4, and I get the ball first. Okay. All right, Shakai, you know we like. Probably so, little sis. Probably so. We're gonna see you this weekend doing your thing. Good luck. All right, you get hydrated.
Appreciate y'all
and stay sharp.
Thank you.
Nah, no doubt.
Good luck this weekend, Shakai.
Good luck, Shakai.
Right, thank you, y'all.
We got some more coming y'all way. Oh, it's like the backdrop. Have y'all seen the green room? The green room got dogs in it. Okay. It's some dogs in the green room, but it looked like we got a coach in the building. I don't know what KT just dropped off to, but let's bring in our guy Jake Stevens. We got TWU assistant coach.
That's right.
How you doing, Jake?
Doing well. How you guys doing?
Man, we are doing good. We doing good. Now, this is a cool time for you guys, right? Because all of the big P4s and all the P whatever's the other schools, they don't get the access and the opportunity to get in here and do their thing like that. And then, of course, you get to come in and get some recruiting. How excited are you to be in this type of environment with the talent that's going to be available and on display this weekend?
Oh yeah, we're really excited. Like I talked about on Ashley's podcast there, that Earn Not Given. It's a great event right in our backyard. You know, we get to see y'all talked about some heavy hitters, some big time teams, and great players. A lot of talent that always comes in through this event, and I mean, we enjoy. You know, it's outside the live period, so these athletes, they're really just working on their craft, working on their games. It's kind of about pure basketball at this point. So we really enjoy getting to see that, and especially coming off, we just had elite camp about 2 weeks ago. So, you know, we got to see a lot of those athletes there, and then we get to kind of follow up with them and see them in live play here in you know, this weekend.
I like it. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Some athletes that's in this chat. You be at Earn. What type of players are you looking for? What are you looking for when you step in that gym?
Yeah, it always depends on what our roster is looking like and what kind of positions we're looking to fill. But, you know, on the perimeter, we always like guards that can shoot it. You know, and something I've talked about it before, but across the board, any players on our team, we look for high character and then great decision makers as well. You know, we want players that can take care of the ball, you know, that can handle a little bit of pressure, take care of the ball offensively, knock down open shots when it's there, know the right reads to make. We want players that really think the game and see the game at kind of that next level, not just their primary defender, but making reads on the defense, things like that. And then in the post, you know, we're a rarity. We like our back to the basket post players that we run a little bit of high low, so we got to have a little bit of size inside. So we're always looking for that, looking for good post players that can not afraid of some physicality, finish around the rim. And then defensively, we pick up full court usually, like to pressure the ball. Like to just play solid man-to-man defense. So players that can do that, stay in front of the ball, be great point of attack defenders, and then also just communicate at a high level.
So my question for you, what is one thing a player should never do if they want to get recruited?
Ooh, that's a great question. All right, that's a great question. Go ahead.
No, I just said that is a good question.
Yeah. So one thing we always talk about as a staff too is, man, their body language and their mistake response. So as soon as we see a player that's gonna get frustrated and quit on a play, if you quit, that's a quick trigger for us as far as I'd say kind of marking you off the list. You know, we like players that can play through mistakes. We know you're not gonna have a perfect game out there. We know that's not the case ever across the board. So we're looking for those players that have that kind of quick reset on what they need to move on to that next play. So I'd say quitting on a play, that's a quick way to, and bad body language, you know, just that call goes against you, man. You just, you know, you can't control it. You're throwing up your hands. You're doing all this. That's a quick way for us to kind of move on to the next player.
Uh-oh. You muted.
Oh no, really?
No, not you. Be
No, I'm muted.
Oh, okay.
I'm muted. I was trying to mute so we could hear y'all and keep me from running my mouth. But I'm curious, and because you know I'm all about having fun and being real with this thing. I hear every coach that we've ever talked to, KT and I've ever talked to, I'm pretty sure they always say body language. You just mentioned body language. How much of this body language plays into the equation? Because if a young lady just put up 40. I mean, you clearly see she a dog, but she show you some body language. You really scratching off the list, like y'all really like, we gonna pass. We ain't like it because the body language. I'm just being serious because I think it's one of those. I don't want to call it buzzwords where we talk about body language, but I'm wondering what does that really mean to the young ladies, right? What does body language really mean? Yeah,
there's some give and take to that, you know, like just like. You know, mistakes on the floor as far as missing a shot or making a turnover, things like that. We don't expect you to be perfect every second, every day, and that's something that we're going to try to improve upon as you get to just like we want to develop players on the floor. We want to develop their character and kind of those mental side of the game as well when they get here. So there's some wiggle room there as far as that goes. That's not to say you know, that we're looking for just this perfect player, but we do that. There is a point where, like, if that's a consistent habit and a consistent problem that we feel is going to be a detriment to our team or to our program, that's where it becomes an issue of, if I see it negatively affecting the rest of her teammates, the rest of her staff, or whoever it may be around her, that's where it kind of becomes that problem.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a kid that was, you could tell that there was a lot of pressure on them and they had a bad game, they showed you some stuff, and you was like, but then you got the opportunity to meet them, see them, and then give them another shot. They were able to bounce back from that. The only reason I'm asking this is because I know a lot. We midway in the summer. A lot of young ladies, you probably already seen them, and maybe some you put an asterisk by, need to follow up, and maybe some you were like, we're gonna move on. But is there anything that these young ladies who didn't maybe exemplify the right things in April, but they've hit that growth spurt, or they've matured through the burning sands, and now you go out there and earn not given, and you see something, do they have a chance to re-earn that reputation or re-earn that trust with the TW staff?
Yeah, absolutely. You talked about it. That's something that, players grow. From the player we see in April is not the same player that we're going to see in late July or August or even June here. And then the other side of that, like you said, there's layers to it. So, it's always going to be, it's not just going to be what we see on the floor. It's going to be the phone call to find out, man, maybe that kid was having a rough day. That's whatever it may be, just had a fight with her parents, just broke up with a boyfriend, whatever. And then there's a lot of factors that factor into that. So we try to take a whole picture of it and see, what it is that's really driving that. Because if that's ends up being a one-time thing, those are things that we can work on. But if it's something that I saw you in April, then I saw you in May, then I saw you in June, all right, then a spade's a spade. So it's going to be what it is.
That's a bitch. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Well, we got Murray State in the building.
We had Nate just pop in. Murray State is in the building.
How we doing?
Good. What are you excited about? What are you looking forward to at Earn Not Given this weekend?
So I guess my situation or the JUCO situation is a little bit different because we're still finishing up the 25 class. So I'm still putting together this year's roster. So really, this is my first opportunity, or one of my first opportunities, to see the 2026 class, especially without all the D1 coaches crawling around. So it's just a good opportunity to. It's such a crazy different schedule than the Division I and Division II recruiting schedule that you would typically be on, because we're really only recruiting for next year. So this is really my start with the 2026 class right now.
I'm a little bit messy. Who win a game out of TW in Murray State? I just want to know.
They're smacking us.
If we get y'all tomorrow night.
Listen, I hope that they eventually recruit some of our players. That's an amazing program. That's an amazing program.
No, we've been big fans of
Thank you.
Of TWU, man. So Coach, he told us a little bit about body language and what he's looking for. Was there anything that you could add on to that, Nate, in regards to because you'll be at everything. Now you talk about you just finished 25, but I swear to God, no matter what tournament I'm at, I'll be like, what, Nate? Because you somewhat lurking in the building, putting in that work, man. What are you looking for?
So I got to get my eyes on everyone in the DFW area, because we're only 90 minutes north. I'm in a small little town in southern Oklahoma right now, but we're close by to the DFW area. So I always got to know what's going on down there. But just to answer that question, really a lot of the time we already know that you can hoop. So like if we're recruiting you, we already know that you can hoop. So it's a little bit of going to see your game, seeing you play live, doing all that stuff. But it really is trying to find out who you are as a person. So how do you interact with teammates? Are you a talker on defense? How do you receive the coaching? Are you making eye contact? That's kind of what the live stuff is about, because I can go on Twitter and find your highlights and see that you can really hoop. See if you can really hoop or not, but going in person, that's kind of the difference maker as far as like how's my experience going to be coaching you?
Well, you are watching. If you're watching this and you're just not joining us, this is the Sports Like Talk crossover / It's Just Different simulcast. We doing something totally crazy. Thanks to Ashley for helping us to put this together. And we want to welcome everybody in. Coach Nate, he, we had a question asked earlier today. He talked a little bit about how important Earn Not Giving was to their recruiting cycle. What about Murray State? How important is this event to y'all? Is this one of those, let's circle it on the calendar when June get here? We know that we gotta have the blue shirts and the polos walking all across the gym because we want to be loud and proud in the gym this weekend so the kids in the DFW area can see us out here.
I circle it because it's great basketball and it's close by. Like it's some of the best teams in the country coming together in a very local spot for me. So I circle it for that reason. A lot of those kids are like on the some of the GUAA teams and the EYBL teams. They're out of reach for us. So really, they probably don't care that I'm walking by. But I did happen to sign somebody from last year's Sci-Fair EYBL team, 17U EYBL team. So she might be the most talented player to ever come through our program. I'm just speaking it into existence right now, but that's so now I never know. I got to show up because you never know who you're going to get, and we just happen to get one of those players.
I want to say something real quick. For any parents that's watching, for any athletes that's watching, this is why it's important. And actually in the podcast with me and Jake, we talked about this a little bit, but this is why it's important to send out your schedules. This is why it's important to not just have like the graphic and it's only live period on the graphic. Like this is why it's important, because at the end of the day, and this is not to shoot anybody's dreams down, but everybody's not going D1. That's just the truth, right? And you have plenty of opportunity. I'm very big on talking about D-free. Like, where can I get D-free or majority of the pay? Like that's what it is. I don't care if there's D1, D2, JUCO. I don't care what it is, but what's D-free? And I'm big on finding your fit. So this is a lot of opportunity for a lot of kids to pull out offers this weekend, to pull out interest this weekend, but you have to be intentional. Like there's no way that TWU, there's no way that Murray State, there's no way that these schools don't have your schedule this weekend and you're planning an event, right? This is not a Run for the Roses, a Nike Nationals, a Heart of Texas, or anything that got all these teams, coaches everywhere. This is small, intimate. It's at Mansfield Fieldhouse. You got 6 courts or however many courts, 8 courts. I don't even know how many courts there, but it's at this location and these coaches can watch you play. Get the schedules out.
I don't know about Nate, but I've been filling schedules like all day. My whole staff has, so we're getting our plan together and kind of getting it ready to go for this weekend.
I want to piggyback a little bit of what Ash saying, because one of the worst text messages I've ever received was a text message after signing day, after graduation, and a young lady texted me and was like, "Hey, Sports Life Talking, y'all help me. I didn't find a home. I couldn't get recruited." And I think back to myself, like, how does this happen? And you don't want to ask the kid that. You don't want to be like, what transpired? But I can almost imagine when that kid was a freshman and a sophomore and a junior, teams like TWU or Murray State was coming to talk to him and was interested in him. And they said, you know what? We're going to take our chances with this, yada, yada, yada. We want to go sit on the bench at Oregon. We want to go to Texas A&M. We want to go to North Carolina. And what happened is those dreams, actually just said it, it's not realistic. And we're not haters. We not haters. But it's top draft picks in the WNBA who don't make it to the WNBA because it's only a select few, and Mother Nature's already genetics has already gifted some of these individuals with the talents and the size that they need to be there. So it rubs me the wrong way. It burns my spirit when I hear kids say, I just want to go D1 and not look at all the options, because some of the most beautiful, I would take D2 and D3 campuses and experiences over some of these lower Division I schools. And I can show you evidence that they not putting the amount of resources into the kids. And then lastly, why do you want to go sit on somebody's bench? I Look, I get it. You're going to get a degree wherever you go. But why go sit and be somebody 12th man and the girl at practice taking charges just so you can prove that you belong on this team when you could be going to one of these schools and getting minutes. You could be getting buckets, growing, actually talking it, living it, studying it, and putting it into practice on the court. I'm sorry. I got on my soapbox.
I sure did. I was like, good grief. Are we ever gonna stop?
I got on my soapbox, but you know what? It burns me, Kevin, because I know we're going to get that text message this year. We're going to get that text message every year, and it's one of the most
beauty of things. But that's the beauty of things now, B. Jones. You can still get to your P for a dream, but like you said, don't go ride the pine. Go D2, go D3. If you're a hooper, D1 program is going to find you. It's just that simple.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, it's focus on the experience and the fit. I mean, that's a big part of it. I think more now than ever, like the level doesn't define your talent level. Like Division I, Division II, Division III. That's not that doesn't put you in a box as far as your talent level goes. I promise you, I'd take an all-star team of Lone Star Conference players, like the top 5, top 10 players there, and I'd put that up against any non-Power 5 conference in the nation as far as 5-on-5 on the court. So talent level, there's loads of talent at Division II, at Division III, at JUCO, and like you said, a chance to experience the NCAA national tournament at any level is something special. That's something that you've accomplished as a team. That's just an experience that you can't pass up on if you have that chance. So I know, like I say, the JUCO national tournament's a great tournament. The Division III tournament, Division II, Division I, whatever it's at, competing for that national championship is something special.
Yep.
Well, you know what? We got so many guests lined up. The green room is popping. Kevin, are you giving out refreshments backstage? Is make everybody getting water hydrated? Is everybody fed back there? Did you put the M&M tray out? I don't know what's going on.
I didn't know that was a part of my job requirement, B. Jones.
I know, man. My bad. I didn't know the green one. We should have made a Sam's run. Hey, well, both of you coaches, man, y'all are dope. Y'all know we see y'all on the sideline. We thank y'all so much for jumping on. Y'all got any final words? Y'all want to say anything to the kids? One last recruiting pitch. We'll go with you, Nate. You want to make one last Murray State recruiting pitch before we get you out of here?
I don't know if there's still any 2025s listening, but no, I'm just kidding. We'll see.
Are you looking for 25s? Are you looking for 25s? You're looking for 25s, right?
I'm finishing out.
Coach,
but you got to be it.
I might have one more year eligibility left, Coach.
No, I don't have anything. I appreciate you guys having me on. I enjoy listening to you. You're all legendary. You bring good energy. I enjoy seeing you on the sidelines, and I'll see you this weekend.
Yep.
Hey, no doubt, Coach Nate.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate what you do for everybody.
All right, Jay. Coach Stevens, Coach Levine, y'all are dope. 2 dope programs, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all be on the lookout for them on this weekend. And y'all, you know what? Do we got time to get a kid in? I feel like we got to get one of these dogs in. We got a dog that's been waiting a long time to get on this thing. She been just quiet back there. I've been watching her. She ain't said a word. Here we go, Miss George. How you doing today? We can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, I had you on mute, but no, I'm not a kid, but wish I was.
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, you brought
Yeah, you let me in.
Now we got you here, so let's go.
We just got finished talking about you, Coach.
We sure did.
What I
ABL
missed?
in the house.
ABL. Hey, Coach, do y'all got Munchie on this roster?
No, Munchie left us, but she's in a good situation. She's with Legacy. She's with Pitts, which is our family. So she is still, my baby. But so she's doing really well. She's on the EYCL circuit and killing it. So hasn't missed a beat.
Now, Coach, how excited is this AEBL team? One, in my opinion, one of the most anticipated teams to make this journey down in the Dallas-Fort Worth. You got all-American players. I'm talking about, it's like a lot of people who hadn't seen y'all play. They on pins and needles waiting to see AEBL come and show up and show out. How excited is the team to get down here to the Dallas, Texas, to the Maverick Nation? Uh-oh, did she hear me?
Sorry, yes, I got you. No, we're really excited. It's something that we've been looking forward to. Is my internet okay? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
We can hear you now, yeah.
Okay. Might be a delay. But yeah, no, it's something we've been looking forward to. I'm really big on making sure I find ways to make my kids struggle. I really feel like our gains are in our struggle. And so that's something that's very important to me. If you look at our schedule, it's very intentional and strategically done to make sure that some way, somehow, our kids are out there struggling just so we can get better. So whether we got to play in Atlanta or travel, make that, get a plane ticket, we on our way to find that smoke. So, and it's teams that we respect. There's no disrespect there. I mean, we respect y'all enough to feel like you can make us struggle and we can get better from this game. So we're really excited about it.
So I got a question for you, Coach. This is one I ask all the coaches. Now, we were growing up playing ball. We were afraid of our coaches. They instilled fear. So my question to you is, would you rather be loved or feared by your players?
Oh,
sorry, my internet just popped off again. You said you instill fear. The coaches instill fear, but then I lost you after that.
Would you rather be loved or feared by your players?
I think my kids. I think it's kind of. I've had my kids for so long where it becomes like I'm like a mother bear to them. So it's more of, just to be honest, it's more of love over here, but it works for us. I don't have to act crazy on my kids. I don't have to curse them out. Sometimes you might have to pull them to the side and say a few choice words, but they respond really well. I haven't had to, really do much. I've had, the players that we've had since forever. It's a true family over here, and that's just what works for us. So I'm going to take the love route all day.
Can you even talk about just AEBL for anybody that don't know? Just kind of talk about the program and talk about P24, the experience being on P24.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's been amazing. We are here. I'm gonna step out. I think my internet is just kind of janky in here. Is this better?
Uh-oh. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
okay.
We can hear you.
I'm gonna stay right here. Okay. All right, cool. So no, it's been an amazing journey. My husband and I started this. We have 5 kids of our own, and started it because of our oldest daughter, and it just took off. So this has all been on a big accident, but it fell in our lap, and we took full advantage of it and just created an experience that is hard to leave, and one that these kids and these parents will remember forever, and something they can take with them when they, cycle out. So, starting off, we, had Morgan Reckley and knew that we had to match that, and find ways again for that struggle and practice. I had to find other people that could push her. So sometimes that's difficult with a Morgan Reckley, but later came, your Leah DeWitts and your Momo Buckets, Kamora Moores and L'Oreal Murray. And we just spanned off of that and just, believe in what we're building here. And, a lot of people say trust the process, but it's important to us that we give them a process, or the parents and the players a process they can trust, and they see that right away. So I think it's just a beautiful thing that we built, and it's been a lot of fun. We've had the opportunity to play on EYBL, Under Armour, Adidas last year, and then now P24. Obviously not jumping around on purpose. It took some time for me to actually get my own, circuit where my husband and I are the directors. But then when we got it, we ran with it. So Adidas was awesome to us last year. It was unfortunate, that it didn't work out, but, God works in mysterious ways, and we are so blessed to be on Power 24 and, the Select Events team. They take really good care of us. Maddie Shockett is amazing. They rolled the red carpet out for us, and it has been a blast. So we're having a lot of fun.
Coach, I went crazy. Do y'all got Momo back? Momo's at AEB?
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm hearing some feedback, but can y'all hear that? Are y'all good?
Yeah, I hear like an echo or something.
Yeah, I hear static.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, Coach. We having some internet issues. We having some internet issues,
Yeah, I think it might be on my end. I'm dropping my kids off at grandma's house.
It's okay.
How you doing?
Yeah. So is this better?
Nah, it's still it's a coach. We're gonna let you refresh and we're gonna bring you back. All right, coach. We'll let you refresh. We're gonna bring you right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna bring you right back, coach. Hold on 1 second. Man, which one of y'all didn't one of y'all say Momo?
Yeah, I think Momo's with them.
She was. So Momo was with him on ABL, but I could have swore, and I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be saying stuff, but I don't know why I thought Momo had left. It was somebody had told us in transition that that Morgan and Momo was separating, because I remember we were talking about that on our show with Morgan. So I'm super glad that they together. That's one of the.
Yeah, I think so, but we'll bring her back. But I think
we're gonna bring Coach George back, because now what I meant to do the first time, y'all, when I was talking about the dog, was being quiet. So when the coaches jumped off, it shifted all my boxes over. So I hit the button anyway. But that's it. Y'all make me nervous, Dallas. Y'all make me make mistakes. We got it. Is Ryan? You know what? Let me let her pop up first, and we'll get Ryan in on this joint. And she was backstage for a while, and we'll let her when she pop back up. While we wait for her, we got another EYBL program in the building. No, excuse me, Under Armour. We got another Under Armour program. One of my favorite programs to watch, period. This man invited us out to practice, and you have your favorites. You already have teams that you like, where they at, where they playing at. Let me make sure we put an asterisk. We're going to be at court 4 at 4 o'clock. We got to see them play, right? We want to see them because we know that this team is developing good. But when you actually go into the crucible, that's what I call a Rich Anderson practice. The crucible. It was different. It was different. And you find out a lot of who these kids are and find out exactly why it's not an accident when Texas U get on your head on Saturday. Coach Anderson, how you doing today, man? How you living, Coach? Hold on, let me get you on. There you go. How you doing, Coach?
What's up, my guy? Not much, man. It's going good. Blessed. Can't complain.
Now, Coach,
what's up, Ash? What'd you say?
I said, you ready for this weekend?
Yeah, as much as you can be. So
right.
Yeah.
But Coach, before we even get into all the semantics and all the fun basketball talk, we had Shakai on here. We had the Mouth of the South. Now we got Rich Anderson. I wanna be rich. Everybody need to put their hands up. They need to put that Louisiana. Hey, Louisiana on this thing strong. This Louisiana thing on this strong. 318 in the building. That's my guy. That's my guy. Coach, man. Hey, how excited are you to have this Texas U program in this event year after year? Y'all come in, y'all represent. You know it's gonna be a challenge. How excited are you guys, and what do you do to get these girls prepared after a grueling? I mean, we've already been going at this for 3 months. How do you get them prepared to go to war a couple of more times to close this summer strong?
You know what, us, man, if you got the right kids, I think for an event like Earn Not Given, it's kind of, speaks for itself. It's going to be popping every year. The competition is going to be nice. And, it's one of, since the landscape's changed so much, with club ball and events and stuff, this is one of the few times where, you get, most of the guys in one spot. You know what I mean? So you get to compete, but then, keeping it a buck, some of your peers that you have a lot of respect for, you get to see them flex a little bit. So, it's fun, man. Just getting here and, everybody here that's, working in the community and, trying to get this deal done. It's a good, a good time of fraternity, with all the programs. So it's fun stuff, man.
I'm so sick of these coaches coming on here with these deep voices, and then I have to go after them because it really upsets me. But Coach, let me ask you this, Coach. We know that you're huge in the community. What is your proudest coaching moment that didn't show up on the scoreboard?
You mean just period, or are we talking
just
recent?
Period. Just it could be a kid's success, something that you did for someone. What is your proudest moment?
Yeah, man. I think just at the end of the day, you know, this thing is all about recruitment. So, you know, I know that doesn't come up, a lot of metrics, a lot of people don't track that stuff, but I know with us, with our program, we work hard on the recruiting stuff. So just when you, time after time, you have kids, you know, that have options, you know, number one, but then are able to turn those options into good fits. And, you know, I swear, like 5 minutes before I jumped on the podcast, had one of my kids that was with me. Gosh, I had her, believe it or not, from second grade all the way through. She just graduated college, you know, at a local school here in Texas, man. You know, just getting to see that process and, you know, helping those guys. I mean, that's, to me, that never gets old. You know, when you get kids in, you know, hey, this kid's going to blow up, and, you know, you kind of see potential, and then that potential takes off. That doesn't get old. That never gets old. So I'd say I'd lean toward that.
First of all, is that your necklace? That's like, all I see is like some blinging coming.
Yeah. I got a little,
bling, bling. Every time I come around my city, bling,
like,
bling.
Every time I'm like, what is that in the screen? First of all.
Yeah. I should tuck that thing. Yeah.
You know what? Kevin trying to be all nice. Coach, what is your proudest move? Bump that. Coach, we all know that in the state of Texas, this thing is law. This is religion. And AAU events is a proven ground. Now, as much speculation, no matter how much you see it, you go to all these tournaments around the country, Under Armour, P24, Adidas. Everybody want to say we are him, we are her, we the it factor. It's tough to be on this bracket or this tournament, and you get this opportunity to go into this battle royale, and you go see some teams from other different brands, other tournaments and circuits. Does it mean something to these kids when they get to play when they get to play an EYBL team on a stage like this, or an Adidas team, or a P24 team? Does it mean something when they get to cross enemy lines and go to war?
It does. You're supposed to say politically correct name, but yeah, it does, man. I mean, when you get those opportunities, they're far few in between. If you can get those cross circuit matchups, they matter. Whether people say it or not, they matter. You know, because I think everyone aesthetically has kind of like a pecking order, you know, where they think the circuits stand. And I think, you know, we have a lot of good options in terms of circuits, but we're all competitive, man. So, yeah, it means something, regardless of what people say. Yeah, it means something. And people will.
It was some matchup I would have wished I gotten to see that's not necessarily happening, but yeah,
Ashley, you using them double negatives. You using them double negatives.
You know what, Ash? Look, I know
we're gonna leave that one alone.
You know what needs to happen though, Ash? You know what though, Ash, and I give props to you know, the whole crew, Full Throttle, you know, Earl and company, for doing this event, because this is as close as you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Now, I think what you want is like, hey, man, let's lock and load. We got an 18-team full bracket. Everybody, like, it's not no excuse for missing, but, you know, we only got a couple of days.
You know what, though? Yeah, and I agree. And Earl did a great job. Like, nothing. Like, the schedule was good. You know, obviously, you know, it could have, anyways, the schedule was good. But I do, like, just wish, like, just going back in time, like, where it's like all the Heat playing, all the Heat, you got a bracket, you win, whoever win, like that, like I do miss that in general. Not even just talking earned, I'm talking tournaments in general. Like I miss that.
Yeah. So I was talking to a director today, and we talked about this. This was kind of part of the banter we had, and his thought was, because I was like, you know, teams gonna say that y'all dodging smoke, and he was like, yeah, they gonna say that, but the reality is we ain't running from nobody. But as Earl, one of the challenges Earl Rooks has is when he's trying to recruit these to come be a part of this tournament, a lot of the smaller teams say, y'all not gonna give us a chance to play y'all, because all y'all gonna do is go up against the other bigger teams. Now what happens is they go out there on Saturday morning at 10:45, and they get 50 dropped on their head. And then the final score is 75-25. And we all running around like, who did this? And we blaming them. But those teams come talking and they like, we want them. We want TU. We want this team. We want that team. Yeah, we want Cy-Fair. And then they not really ready for Cy-Fair. But he has to do his job in building out the program because it can't just be for the heavyweight big boys. And I wish it could be, but that's kind of why we can't get all of the matchups that we so-called want. But I am curious, so Coach Anderson, who do y'all have this weekend as a schedule release yet? Do y'all know who y'all gonna see?
Yeah, we got something out, but it's being worked on, so it's gonna tweak a little bit. So we'll see.
So it's gonna change?
Yeah, it's gonna change. Yeah, we're one of the unfortunates, man. We got kids on camps, and that's another thing. We got kids on camps, so our Saturday is crazy. So Earl's working with us on some stuff. So, our schedule isn't final yet, but we'll see. Whoever we play, I mean, at this point in the season, it's you just want to get some good bump. Whoever you get in there, sharpen up. For all the circuit teams, we got July coming up, and you just want to be razor sharp, man. So iron sharpens iron. So best bump we can get, we're trying to get it. So
let me ask you this question. We lost Coach Anderson. While we getting him back, I think we got the queen of AEBL back in the building. Coach Joy.
Oh my gosh. As soon as you put me back on, I hear it.
It's still staticky.
What is happening?
All right, Coach. We're gonna bring you. We're gonna try one more time. All right, go refresh one more time. Coach. Look at this. This is the beauty of live television, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
All right, Coach Anderson.
Was that me?
Man, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? This internet, the internet is ready for the tournament. The internet is feeling the pressure. Everybody online right now. But Coach, we come to Texas U, and I told you guys play with a lot of heart and passion. We talked to AEBL, who has probably one of the best one of the best backcourts. We talked to Cy-Fair. Chicago's on there, a part of another amazing backcourt. But one of the things I love about Texas U is you got two Grizzlies in that thing. Everybody want to call them dog. I'm telling you, got two Grizzlies and Amaya and Mecca. And nobody want to go down there against that 4 and 5 combo. Are they ready for war? Because everybody want to talk about guard play, but them goons right there, Coach.
That's a good one.
Yeah, man. I'll say with those kids, and I always say with us, like it always plays out like that. We're better at the end of the year, always, regardless of what happens. The season may be crazy, may have a little turnover, this and this, but we always trend up at the end of the year. And Maya and Mecca, man, if you look just with the amount of offers they've gotten the last 2 weeks, kids are blowing up. They're playing some of their best basketball right now. I've been in the gym with both of them this week. Yeah, man, they different. They got size, and they, and I'll be honest, both of them sometimes feel a little slighted. So that's cool. So they play with that. So, yeah, that's a tough low. It's bad enough having one of them, but both of them down there, and they work hard. They're such good kids. So, whoever we line up with, they're going to come. Yeah, those two will be ready.
You got both of the Killer Crawfords, and we got Maddie. I love seeing Maddie out there because we talked a little bit about her on the fantasy draft. Y'all watch out, the fantasy draft will be dropping tomorrow night. Everybody gonna be in the hotel room seeing who gets drafted. But Coach, we were talking about how people look at Maddie and they go up against her and they don't get it right. She got this first step that's super fast, and she played with this lioness type ball, and then all of a sudden you say, well, okay, she ain't getting by me no more. And then she just stopped back and hit you with a three because the girl is an assassin. She a ninja with that shooter. So, Coach, how's Maddie looking? Is she geared up? And what are we seeing out of Crawford these days?
Yeah, man. Look, for her size, and I keep everything a buck. Even when we got Maddie, because I heard of her name over the years, I was like, okay, yeah, they say this, and this, and she gets out. She's one of those kids, to put a firm plug on her. In high school, she puts up numbers, right? And I think everybody sees that. The killer about Maddie, her numbers translate in the club too. So she's scoring at a good clip high school. Then she come to club. competition, ratchet up a little bit, that kid's still productive. And I think it comes from she's always in the gym. You know, we do our workouts, whatever, but shoot, I've walked in different gyms, popped up like, yo, Maddie in here working out. Like, she loves the game and she works so hard at it. So I had to figure out the best way to describe her because she's on an amazing tear. May, she was crazy in May. The TABC, she was crazy there. You know, I think she gets nicked a little bit because she's 5'7", 5'8", something like that on a good day. But she can cook. Pound for pound, man, she's up there. She's one of the top. So I got to use that with her. I got to use pound for pound, you know, because you got to figure out a way to describe it the best. But pound for pound, man, you know, that kid scores defensively. She busts her AWS there. So, yeah, man, you know, anyone that gets eyes locked on for Maddie and watches her long enough, yeah, she's special. So
did you talked about TABC a little bit, Coach? You know, and me and Kevin, we were just discussing this. I'm curious, was that disruptive to the AAU cycle, or do you think that made them better? How awkward or how natural did that feel, losing players to go back to their team, everything that you've been working on and ingraining, they had to kind of forget that for 2 weeks and then come back and rejoin your team? How was that transition? How did all that feel? How did that play out being a director and a coach?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's, you know, honestly, it's a year-to-year thing. Depends on who you're dealing with and the high schools and the relationships and all that good stuff this year. You know, just on the 3 kids we're talking about, with Maya, you know, it's Lisa Williams, Mecca, you know, it's Coach Shed, and then you got Legacy with Coach over there. Like, I'm good with them. And when they go in that environment, you know, it's not a crazy jump in philosophies and stuff like that. So it's not too crazy. I mean, like I said, I'm a fan of TABC, you know, in that little break, because I think, and you just look at how it grew from last year to this year. I think, Ash, you went to both. This year was clearly bigger than last year. And even recruiting wise, you know, I'll be honest, for me, because, you know, coaching, all this stuff's fun, run the club program's good as well. But I really like that recruiting piece. So for me, being able to go down there while the girls are playing, I'm down there with the coaches, talking to them, help navigate some of what they're looking at. You know, that allows you to put on another hat, you know, to help your kids in different ways. So I love TABC. You know, for us, wasn't terribly disruptive, but can it be in certain situations? It can be, but, you know, some of that's, you know, on the high schools to figure out and on the clubs to figure out in terms of learning how to talk and communicate better so there isn't that disruption. Because I think that scholastic open period is necessary, you know. So, you know, we just take it and kind of roll with it.
Ash, you had a question for him?
No, I was just gonna agree. Like, I like TABC. I wish, like, if you're a high school team, you should not be, like, you got to be a TABC. Like, I do think that, I think it's good. Like, I think it gives them a break from the AAU. It allows them to be honestly in a different role. Like, from okay, I'm with my high school team. Like, most of them now, like, they just might be in a different role than they were with the AAU. They get to show a little bit more. College coaches get to see them in a different segment. So they get to see them with the AAU teams, and then they get to flip and see them with their high school team in that segment. And as Rich said, like, I think it's good for the directors to now not be on the sideline coaching, but be on the sideline with these college coaches. So I like TABC. I think it's good.
Coach, I just got one last question for you, because we see a lot of teams who come out there and they 17U be rolling, but then you see they 16U and they 15U, and the further you go down, you start to be like, you know, I don't know the vitality. I don't know if this franchise gonna be around much longer. But you, on the other hand, you got 5 stars coming on your 16U, and you got some dogs coming for 14U. Just real quickly, shout out some of those younger monsters that we need to be paying attention to, because like Ash just said, it's 8 courts. Now we talk a lot about court 1, court 2, because those are the heavyweight fights, but it's gonna be 6 other courts with some amazing talent. Who are some of those other young dogs we need to pay attention to, Coach?
Yeah, man. You know, just speaking throughout the program as a whole, you know, I put a couple really good plugs out there. You know, we got a girl on our 15s, Bella Ortiz. she's tough. Like everybody watches her, you know, she walks in, she's not gonna catch her eye, you know, nothing like that. But she plays with a tremendous amount of confidence and swag, and yeah, she's different. So definitely Bella. You know, obviously we got a couple of in my mind, you know, those are going to be ESPN freshmen. You know, Grigsby, everybody knows Sanaya Grigsby, but we got Jocelyn Scobie. Jocelyn Scobie's about to blow the hell up. You know, and she'll be playing, you know, that's rare for me. She'll be playing with 17s. So she's a monster. So she'll get on some radars. But I'll tell you this, man, we may, you know, going a little bit lower. We got a kid named Jersey, plays for she plays for 14U. She's 7th grader. Yeah, 7th grader. I haven't seen a better one in Texas. So that's a big statement. Guard. I haven't seen a better guard. And I'm talking about when you know what you're looking at, like where that thing's going.
Stop Rich from saying it. God had to stop you from saying it, Rich. You froze up. Because
yeah. No. He probably did. But look, when you know where it's going, and when I see that kid play, I know where it's going. And for those who have been in this thing, you see where it's going. That girl is stupid. And I don't want to put any pressure on her. As a matter of fact, you can edit that out if you want to. But she's good. Like,
it's live, Rich. So whatever you say is on wax.
Hey, it is what it is. I'll stand by it, man. She's good.
Yeah, I was about to say, Coach, and that coming from a lot of people, it kind of going one ear and out the other, but from coming from you, and I know you passion, you bleed the black and orange. I know you rooting for these kids, but you also, like I told y'all, we had Rich on the show, and he was all fun and smiles and selling in the program. And we had a good time, and then we went to practice, and we were like, who this? Who this man? That man flipped the switch. So when he come out here and say it, he's serious about his kids and he telling y'all the truth. But Coach, we're gonna let you. I know you got to go hit the X's and O's and get that team prepared, man. We appreciate you coming by. We done this 2 years in a row. This is our first time doing it as a crossover, simulcasting on 2 different platforms. But Coach Rich, you joined us both years, so I can't wait to have you back next year, man, so we can talk a little bit more Texas U basketball. But we gonna get you out of here, Coach. We thank you so much, and we'll see you in the gym on Saturday. Good luck to your team, Coach.
Awesome, appreciate it.
All right,
Rich.
Rich.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good one.
All right,
you too.
We gotta get her back, ladies. We finally got Coach George. We finally got Coach George. Coach George, can you hear us?
I'm in the car now. I was like, I give up on this. Yeah,
hey, look.
I can't this internet.
Did y'all see the way it was all black and she just rose from the black like that? That's a sign, Coach. That's a sign. Y'all can kill us.
I got out of here.
Kill us. No, hey, but Coach, we gonna let you get out of. We about to shut it down. We've had everybody on here for about 67 minutes, but I do want to ask you that same question. If we can muster up the internet, I do want to know, because we all talking about Leah, we all talking about Momo Morgan and all of these All-Americans you got, but I do think the vitality of the program and it's in your best interest. And I saw that you actually did bring your 16 as well, correct? So who are some of those younger kids who are going to be performing this weekend as well?
Honestly, if we would have known that a lot of our 16 wouldn't be available, I don't know that we would have brought them. We're coming with 6 players. We got quite a bit of South Carolina kids on that team that, South Carolina, Tennessee, they have kind of strict rules. So with these South Carolina kids, they have to go to, honestly, I think they'll be at the Dawn Staley camp. So they can't miss it. So they won't be there. So we'll be very understaffed on our 16U, but it is what it is. We didn't find out till late. It was too late. We're really big on, we're going to show up if we say we're going to be there. So we're going to be there with the 16s. But I mean, I'm talking 6 kids on the 16U. So I think we'll be missing probably 4 of our starters.
Dang,
that's rough.
It's tough.
But Coach,
it's gonna be tough. But I can to them. We've got you. Two of them are just dear to my heart. I mean, they all are, but I love my babies. And I got two 2029s, Ashlyn Evans and Tiana Marshall. Tiana Marshall plays at Westside with Kalia Hartwell. And then Ashlyn plays at, I don't know my South Carolina schools, but I think it's Burns. But they're awesome. They've come to our program and just taken off. I mean, all kind of college offers and interest at such a young age, playing 16 years, playing super great stuff. And that's kind of how we do it. That's how a lot of our kids, took off. And then you got Jasmine Maddox, who's a 2028, and she is a dog. So I'm excited for you guys to see her. She will be here. Ashley and Tiana will not. But she's awesome. So we're gonna put on a good show, but it is, it's gonna be hard because those kids play very well together. We have everybody there.
Coach, this internet don't want to let you be great. So this internet will not let us do our thing tonight. It's all good, Coach. We can't wait to see you and your girls. You and your girls do their thing. It's gonna be exciting brand of basketball. We know that y'all coming, y'all gonna bring it. If we can muster it up, I am gonna try to get one more question because I'm curious. Is there? I don't think that it's gonna work, y'all. I don't think it's not gonna work. Coach, we gonna see you later. We gonna see you on the sidelines on Saturday, Coach. You be easy, all right? All right, bye, Coach.
It just will not work.
And I'm sitting up here now. I'm left. I probably won't even be able to go to sleep tonight because now I'm wondering, like, who are the ABL players? They coming to Dallas. Who are they excited about playing against? And I'm curious. Were there any matchups that they circle? Like, do they get excited about the potential of going up against Cy-Fair, the EYBL defending champ? Do what? I don't know. I don't know the schedules. Nobody will tell me this. Every time I ask somebody what the schedules is, I talked to 5 directors today, and they're like, the schedule's changing. So, this thing is going to be probably a last second. Now, I did see
she popped in.
One of my favorite players to watch who was actually drafted as part of the fantasy draft. We're going, like I said, y'all make sure y'all tune in that. And I think we got Coach Jesse. He said he might try to stop by. I know we're running short on time here now. But Ryan, you ready to go? You ready to get in here? Can she hear us?
I know she popped in for a second, then she
yeah, she popped it. There she go.
There she go. Let's get in.
There she go. What's up, Ryan? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Dang, is it just the phone?
It's the phone tonight.
I don't know what that is. Uh-oh.
Ryan, make the phone real quick.
Yeah, it's the phones. I need everybody who's watching this to understand who y'all are watching or who y'all are looking at right now. That's a like I don't even like using the word dog when it comes to players like this because it's an overused term. This young lady is an alpha who goes out, and one of the things I like best, and I will go around and we'll spotlight her here while we try to work on the internet here. But one thing I like about Ryan, that there's never been a stage too big. Every time the doubters come and say, well, she got to go up against this point guard, we're going to see what she do. Oh, she finna go play this point guard. And I don't care if you put a 5-star in front of that young lady's name. I don't care if you put a number in front of that young lady's name. This young lady, Ryan, go out there and becomes a lioness, the point guard. She do her thing. KT, man, as you watched Ryan grow, because we had the privilege of having her on our show when she was a baby. I'm talking she was a freshman. She handled herself well. I mean, for real, she was a youngster. And we've got the opportunity to see her keep doing her thing. And it's kind of bittersweet as this is her last year being a part of Earn.
And it went so fast.
It went super fast. But Kevin, what part of Ryan's game, or what do you love about that young lady, Ryan DeZeus?
When we first watched her play, B. Jones, what did we call her? We called her Baby Kyrie.
Baby Kyrie.
She could get to the cup. She could finish just like Kyrie. But now what makes her more impressive is that jumper is wet. It's like wet right now. So she can take you to the cup. If you want to leave her open, she's going to kill you from the outside. So right now she has a total game, B. Jones, and I can't wait to see where she goes.
Ashley, what about you?
I love Ryan. I love watching her play. I don't think we talk about guards and we talk a lot about combo guards. We talk about this, and I'm always excited to see true point guards. Like, and Ryan is a true point guard. So I love watching her play. And I think, I mean, as you said, like she does it all. Like some people think point guard, you ain't got to score, you ain't got to do this. Like she can score, she can shoot it. She's a true point guard. She's going to defend. She's going to get her teammates involved. Like, I love watching Ryan play.
Y'all should have saw her in that state championship game.
Monster.
When I tell you she was on fire, she did her thing though. Ryan has come a long way, especially with that jump shot. Like I said, she's always been baby Kyrie, but now with a jumper, you can't sleep on her at all.
Well, I'm gonna say this. She's definitely doing things the right way. She's earned it, and we got her back. Ryan, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, there we go.
There we go. There we go. How you feeling? This is your last earned. You ready for this, little sis?
Yeah, it's going by pretty fast.
Well, you had an amazing summer. You've had a really amazing high school career. There's not really much I can say, and I tell coaches all the time, we get coaches on our You Got Next platform, and they'll come on, and behind the stage, we just talking. We just chopping it up with them. And, we just sit there and we kicking it, and they always ask us, like, about certain kids, or, Kevin will be like, who are some of the kids you recruiting out here in Dallas? And when I tell you your name come up, it's almost like a bingo card. I be wanting to say bingo. That's Ryan, because you definitely hit them. How's that recruitment process going for you, Ryan? And what else do you want to get proved? What else do you want to prove as you close out this final summer of AU basketball?
Well, the recruiting process has been going pretty smooth, honestly. It's coming into my senior year in high school, my last summer. It's crunch time. It's almost time to commit and stuff like that. So narrowing schools down has been a lot easier just because you don't talk to as many people and as many coaches. But it is stressful at times because it's a big decision and you're trying to find a spot that you're going to be for the next 4 years. So it's 50-50, but I'm enjoying it as well because I'm very blessed. A lot of people don't get this opportunity. So and then the thing that I guess I'm trying to prove is just really that I can do all things. Like, say, oh, she don't shoot the ball enough, this and the third. But I feel like, honestly, I've been on a lot of different talented teams throughout the year. And I feel like I'm a player that I'm going to do what's required for us to win. So if it's not required for me to take as many shots, then that's just what I'm going to do. If it's required for me to play defense and make good passes, rebound the ball, or be a leader, then that's what I'm going to do. So, I'm just trying to prove that I'm fully capable of everything. So, yeah.
Oh, I love what you said. That was good right there. That was good. Was you about to add something to that, B. Jones?
No, I was just about to say, these interviews kind of dope. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, these young ladies sounding like they go. I can see that. I can see her having this interview right now on her way to the Elite Eight with somebody. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We got the point guard of XYZ University, Ryan, on the. I'm just seeing so much bigger and better things coming. It's insane.
Well, it's funny though. No, I had a coach call me a couple of months ago. And they asked me, hey, tell me about Ryan. I said, hey, she's disciplined. She's a bucket. You're going to get everything you can get. So just know, Ryan, there are coaches out there actually contacting us, asking us about you. They love your game. So keep it up, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, you talked about like you're not talking to as many schools. You're able to narrow it down. How have you been able to go from the 50 plus, the however many that you have, and been able to narrow down? Like, I think that's one of the things that parents, athletes kind of try to figure out, like, I don't know how to narrow it down. So for you, how have you been able to narrow down your options?
I would just say be willing to have those tough conversations. I feel like a lot of people are kind of scared to do it, but it's something that's very necessary. You have to be as honest as possible because, coaches, not going to lie, they're going to get what they can out of you. So if you're not really smart about it or trying to figure out everything and get as much information as you can, then they're just going to do what they have to do to get you at that school. So I feel like you just have to be willing to have those tough conversations. Also be willing to create good relationships with people. A lot of kids don't reach out to coaches. They kind of wait for other coaches to reach out. So I feel like that's another thing. Just create strong relationships and bonds with coaches and stuff like that, and just see whoever you have a strong relationship with, then that's probably who you're going to end up having, in your top at the end of the day. So,
yeah, that's good.
Ryan, I feel like you get slept on a lot. I don't know. I know I talked to your daddy, and I know there's sometimes it may feel like some slight or some disrespect, but you went out there on all of these big stages and proved yourself over and over again, playing against some of the best athletes. This confidence has grown. What do you attribute? Because like you said, you played on high-level high school teams. You played on high-level AAU teams. What can you attribute that growth and that confidence in? Where does that come from? Is that just something you've instilled in yourself through practice, or did you just get pissed off and just say, I don't care no more, and I'm gonna give it to y'all?
I mean, I feel like it came from a couple different people just like instilling it into me, because honestly, at the beginning, I wouldn't say I was the most confident. And I wasn't confident to go out there on the court and do things that I've like worked on consistently. But having conversation just with like my family, my dad, he's my trainer. So him just letting me know that you have to have trust in everything that you work for. And then also my relationship with God, like just talking to him and like relying on him so, like those are like the main things that I really like rely on, and just know that as long as I have confidence and go out on the court and give it everything I can, then I mean it is what it is.
This
now, Ryan, okay. Ryan, I want you to get as close to the camera as you can. And I want you to tell college coaches what they're going to get once you step onto their campus.
Well, when I step onto a college coach campus, they're going to get a leader. Somebody who's gonna try their best to bring the team together, who wants to win. Like that's my biggest thing. Like I'm a winner and I want to win. That's all I worry about. That's all I'm focused on. They're gonna get somebody who just cares about all the big things and is just gonna try to make a team better and make everybody around them better. Like I really care about making everyone better and just instilling like those leadership forms. So yeah.
Now, My last question, Ryan, is to play at Earn Not Given. I think it's kind of like, I think Rich said something about a fraternity. I think we like a big happy family, because we go out to Earn and everybody know everybody. Like you gonna walk from court to court, everybody you look on the sideline gonna know parents, referee, we know the officials at these events because we do it so often. But it's like we play hard, but it's really all in preparation for you young ladies to take what y'all do onto these final two circuits, to go to nationals and try to crown these things. How much fun is it playing against some of your high school friends right here at Earn Not Given? And do you feel like this sets the stage for you guys to have a great July?
Yes, I definitely feel like it does, because like Texas in general is just a competitive state when it comes down to basketball, girls basketball. So, and a lot of these girls I've been playing with since I was like in the 3rd grade. So it's very fun to just see everybody grow. Everybody knows it's all love at the end of the day. So just going out there and rolling the ball out and just giving it your best is like the most fun thing. And then of course, having all the laughs and smiles and everything after the tournament is just the best thing, honestly. Because I mean, the DFW is big. You don't see everybody all the time, but like these big tournaments where you're able to be around all these girls at one time, it's really fun. So.
Now Ryan saying that, but y'all watch on Saturday. It's gonna be a little chirpy. It's gonna be a little chippy. She gonna become your favorite player because she gonna be in their face.
Ryan, who do y'all got this weekend?
First game we got AEBL, I believe, and then we got IDE, and then Sunday we got Cypher.
Man. So you realize the players you're going against, you got a guard. I mean, it's guard after guard. Though all 3 of those teams are guard heavy, and they're bringing premier point guards. It's like, once again, you got to go out there and prove yourself that you about that action. What gets you most excited about this? I mean, you hype? You ready to do this?
I'm very hyped. I feel like, I mean, it's a guard game, but I feel like a lot of people focus on kind of like the bigger guards a lot of the time, and even bigs, because it's hard to come by a lot of bigs. So I feel like it's going to be really exciting to just see some of these shifty players and these dogs like go up against each other and just see who comes out with the win.
Well, I challenged Kai earlier. I'm feeling it's very necessary to get it off because I've been wanting to play against you for 4 years. I ain't even gonna lie. I've been wanting that smoke for 4 years. Can we go ahead during one of the timeouts? We go ahead and get a game to 5 in on the court. Me versus you. The only thing is I get 4. We going to 5, I get 4, and I get the ball first.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, you are All-American. You are All-American. You got to give me that. You know what I'm talking about? All right, the loser do 10 push-ups, okay? Loser doing 10, all right, loser doing 10 push-ups and earn not giving. Yo, Ryan,
start practicing your push-ups.
I'm a tackler. She gonna try that little Swifty crossover with me. I'm a fouler. Your daddy gonna come get me, baby. You make contact with my daughter one more time. You better let her go. No, for real though, Ryan. You the truth, man. Can't nobody in the country stand in front of this young lady. Hey, fast, furious, all of the above. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to watch you over and over, and I can't wait to see what you're gonna do this last earn. We're going to take it all the way to nationals. Hopefully, we're going to do some big things there. And then we get to reset and reload and do what we do out here in the DFW in high school basketball. We're big fans of yours. Hey, Ashley, I know. Ashley, you got to go. So we're gonna get everybody up off of this thing. It's been a fun show. You going to hang out with us while we close it down, Ryan? You can hang out with us. We're going to close the live down. You can chill out. Ashley, thank you so much for being a part of this and making this possible. Really, this is literally a joint venture. We don't get the opportunity. We don't see media do these types of things a lot. So you'll see a couple of brands that partner up quite a bit. But I appreciate you so much for letting us be a part of your brand and exposing us to your network, your family. And I hope the SLT Nation and the family can get behind you because you're super dope. We brought you on our show. We thought you was that dope. So we appreciate you so much and can't wait to see you keep growing, you keep grinding. Ashley, last word. What's your final thought on this Earn Not Giving tournament?
Yeah, and before we get to Earn Not Giving, likewise, like I love what y'all are doing. Keep doing what you're doing. The energy. I'm always big on the energy. And I think that both B. Jones and KT, y'all balance each other really well. And it's killing the game. Like at the end of the day, like I get super excited to see people doing things for girls basketball. So, y'all have been in Texas. Y'all are in Colorado a lot. Y'all are doing hitting different markets, which I love to see because at the end of the day, like we're bringing awareness to girls basketball. So I appreciate what y'all are doing. Anybody on the pod, on this channel, be sure to subscribe to Sports Life Talk. I don't know nobody that drop as many videos as they do at the end of the day. Like I'm subscribed to the channel and my notification always go off. Like I'm always seeing that thing go off. So continue doing what y'all doing. It doesn't go unnoticed. Make sure y'all subscribe to Sports Life Talk. Earn Not Giving. Absolutely love Earn Not Giving. Like I said, I think it's the tune-up for live period. So I think it's going to be a lot of good matchups. If y'all are in Dallas, Texas, y'all need to be in the building supporting the tournament, supporting the girls, supporting the matchups. Like I think it's going to be a lot of great matchups. And as Ryan said, as she got off of here, which put in perspective for me, it's going to be a lot of good team matchups, but it's also going to be a lot of good player matchups. So you're going to be able to see certain players go against each other in certain classes, get to see, okay, who's really better? Who's this? Who's that? And as you said earlier, B. Jones, like they gonna get to play against their friends at the end of the day. Like you don't see this a lot. So like it's gonna be a fun environment. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be dope. Y'all are gonna be in the building. I'm gonna be in the building. It's gonna be a lot of media in the building. So yeah, I'm excited for Earn. I'm definitely excited for it.
KT, any closing thoughts, man?
Well, we know in our culture, there's a lot of jealousy. So I'm glad that we are able to work with other podcasts, other media members to just expose the women's game because it's great. And Ashley, you probably heard this enough. You're one of the dopest people out there.
Facts.
We follow you. I'm trying to like copy some of your stuff that you're doing because it's so dope. Hey, I don't know what your thumbnail game is just elite right now on YouTube. It's great. But no, thank you so much for rocking with us. And B-Jones, remember, we've been on her show as well.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I need to listen to that episode again. That was a couple of years ago. We might need to do that again.
Yeah, we need to run it back. We need to do this more. We need to
do this more. I'm seeing something special brewing. But Kevin, any final thoughts on Earn, man? I forgot to text Earl Rooks. He was supposed to be on here tonight to come set the stage for his tournament, but that's my apologies. Just
hit him up and tell him to get him some Rudy's Chicken, B-Jones. You'll be good. But as far as earned, B-Jones, as far as earned, like Ashley said, if you're in Dallas, if you're in Texas, you need to be in this building. Yeah. There is nothing like Texas basketball. And the fact that earned is the closest you can get to see a Nike team play against a Under Armour team and this and that, come here. It's all about bragging rights here in Dallas. We come here, we beat on each other so we can go out of state and beat y'all. So that's how it is.
And I need these parents and these players to understand, when we sit on the sidelines, they don't just see us as Sports Life Talk. They don't see us as a national brand. They refer to us like, oh, y'all came to watch y'all team, or y'all come to watch the Texas
team. They say it all the time. Yeah.
They associate us with Texas. So we need y'all to go out there and whiz ass, get on their heads when it comes to these national tournaments. Because and the quiet is kept. They ask, we be like, yeah, we root. We root for Pro Skills. Yeah, we root for Sci-Fi. We tell them straight up, we root for our people. But my final thoughts on earned is pretty simple. You got 5 programs who are within the top 25 AAU programs across the board, with a Sci-Fair Elite, with a Southwest Select. We didn't even talk to Katie. I should have forgot to mention Coach Katie Hensley and Southwest Select. They doing some major things. Pro Skills. I might have said SA Finest, Ray Caldwell. The tournament is lining up. Joey Simmons at Team Lex. This is going to be, I'm telling y'all, the Arkansas, the Mavs Elite will be in the building. So it's just, and then not to mention we had AEBL, who was one of those rising programs who will probably be ranked in the top 20 as they enter in the next season, the next AAU cycle. So I just don't think it's no bigger proving ground between this and Sci-Fair Elite. I think Sci-Fair Elite and this one is almost like a part 2 tournament. That's why it's all, when we say the best one, it's like Sci-Fair Elite happens first and then earn, and it's like one is at the beginning of the AAU cycle and the second one is right at the end. It's like we get to see the growth, but it's a lot of the same teams playing against each other. But everybody, it's been a pleasure. We don't get to do lives a lot. Me and Kevin, we like to edit our stuff, make sure I don't say nothing stupid. But we coming out here because we know this is going to be a fun time. Ashley, again, thank you. Thank everybody who's watching it. Everybody travel safe, get rest, get hydrated, and get some buckets. We're going to have a good weekend, and I got a feeling this is going to be one for the books. We're going to make a movie. Yeah, let's see. Y'all ready to get out of here? Y'all ready to go home? Well, then you know what we got to do.
Yeah.
All right, y'all know what we got to do. 3, 2, 1. Yeet.